Hey, what's up, you guys? Today we are going to be making some juicy fried tilapia nuggets. So, these are the ingredients you're going to need. Hopefully, these are some basic ingredients that you have in your pantry, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So, I already cleaned my tilapia pieces off. I have 5 fillets here, and what I'm going to do is slice them down the middle and then cut each side into about 3 or 4 pieces, just depending on how big each side is. And I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a better angle at how I'm doing it. I'm cutting it into about 4 pieces like so. Probably about 2 inches a piece. All right, so after you have cut up your tilapia into pieces, we can go ahead and season it. So I'm going to start off with some Tony Saturins, about that much. And next, we're going to go ahead and add in some onion powder. And y'all, that onion powder was powdering. It was flying like some dust. But then after that, we'll add in some black pepper. About that much. And then we're going to add in some garlic powder. Yes, that much garlic powder, because why not? And then you're going to use your clean hands and just mix everything together. You just want to make sure all your seasoning is incorporated throughout every single piece of fish. Okay. So you're just going to go until it looks like something like this. You can see that your seasoning is all over the fish, and that looks good. And you don't have to worry about any of the missing spaces because we're going to make a batter, which is going to take care of that. So next, what we want to go ahead and do is get our oil hot, get it ready. And so I'm going to pour about 2 to 3 cups of oil into this pot, and I'm going to put it on a medium-high heat. And then we're going to go ahead and come to the side and start making our batter. So I'm just using a regular Tupperware container, and I'm pouring about 3 cups of flour in here. I'm sorry, cornmeal, not flour. So about 3 cups of that, and then we're going to go ahead and get to add in our seasonings. So I'm just going to add in some Tony Saturins, and I'm just spreading it out from like front to back with that. So about that much. And then the complete seasoning I'm going to use a little bit more of because that's more of the taste I'm looking for in the crust. So I was a little bit heavier with that, about that much from front to back. Okay. And then next, we're going to go ahead and add in some of that onion powder. And of course, if you're going to do onion powder, it got to go with some garlic powder. And yes, that much garlic powder. And then we're going to go ahead and add in some black pepper. And then I'm going to put in my little secret touch, which is an Italian blend. And it's just a blend of like oregano, thyme, basil, a little mix of that in there. And it just gives your crust a really nice savory taste. So that's my little thing right there. And then after you do that, we're going to take a fork or a whisk, whichever one you have, and just go ahead and mix everything all together. Okay, and just like that. Okay. And I did go ahead and add a little bit more of that complete seasoning in there just because, like I said, that's the taste I'm looking for. So once your seasoning is all incorporated together, this is how it should look. And I'm going to turn off the flash so you can really get a good look at this batter. That looks good. All right, so now what we're going to do is take our seasoned fish and get ready to dip it in the batter. I melted 2 tablespoons of butter and I'm pouring it on top of the fish, and that's going to help the crust really stick to the fish. So you're just gonna use your clean hands once again and marinate all of that goodness together. And then you're going to go ahead and start transferring it into the Tupperware. Now, you don't got to be like me and do all of this in one go. You could do this in 2 sections. I just went ahead and put all of my fish into here at one time. It still worked out, but do it in 2 sections if you really want to just make sure everything's incorporated all over there, all over the fish good. So you're going to put it in the Tupperware, close it, make sure it's closed tight. And then you are just going to shake that baby around, like up and down, all around, just like that, just to make sure that your batter gets all over your fish. Okay, so shake that up for about a minute or 2, and it should look something like this when you're done. You can see that batter got all over that fish. They look good. All right. And then if you do happen to come across a piece that maybe, one side looks good, like this side looks good right here, but then the other side, you can see a little, that piece right there could use a little bit more batter. Just grab a little bit and pat it into there, and that should be good. That's perfect. That is ready to get fried. So you just want to, do that to any piece that you might see is missing a little bit of batter. Okay. All right. So then next what we're going to go ahead and do is come over here to our oil, which is hot and ready for our fish to get dipped in. And you're just going to go ahead and start putting your fish in one at a time. Now, you don't want to put in too many pieces of fish where they're all on top of each other. You want to make sure, your each piece of fish has enough room to just fry. Let them breathe. So just going to drop them in just like that. And I'm going to do all those pieces of fish. I'm probably going to do about 2 batches here. You can do 2 or 3 depending on, how big your pot is or your pan is. I'm going to do 2 batches. Okay, just dip them all in. So we're going to let these fry for about 5 to 6 minutes. This is how they looked after 5 minutes. Now, you can take it out at this point if you like. Me and my family, we like our fish to have that brown golden crust. So I'm going to fry these for about a minute more. But those definitely are looking good. So after about 6 minutes, this is how they look. And this is the perfect golden, brown, crispy texture that I'm looking for right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get these out. So that way I can go ahead and get my next batch in. So I'm going to go ahead and dip my next batch of fish in one at a time, not overcrowded, and we're going to fry that up once again for about 5 to 6 minutes. And after that, there we have it. We have our tilapia nuggets. And I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of parsley on there just to, give it that little look, that little fancy look right there. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.